was more an observation than a call to action. You know what I mean? And like, you know, politics suck, or any of that stuff. It's more of a, this is where I was from this period of my life to this period of my life, and this is what I wrote about. And it's pretty turbulent, and this is how I kind of got through it. Yeah, it became very personal. You know, I mean, it was definitely a struggle. You know, the last, you know, the year that I wrote that, it was definitely a struggle. You know, and it's, I mean, and your struggles are relative. You know, my struggles compared to other people's struggles are minimal. They're high-class problems. You know what I mean? When I look at it,
it's all relative.
You have to keep it in perspective. So, you know, it wasn't like I was out on the streets or anything like that. I just needed to have that outlet. The reason for recording the songs was, you know, basically because I wanted to put these songs out, but I wanted to do them really quickly. I wanted to go into an environment where you're not so worried about every intricate detail. You're allowing the songs to breathe a little bit more. And I think when we recorded this album, I mean, we did everything like three, 4 takes. And that's the beauty about it, of it. We weren't picking it apart. We weren't trying to get the perfect vocal. I mean, you don't need the perfect vocal. You don't need the perfect guitar line. You just need it all to fit together. You know, as a package. You just need it all to. And so the album feels really good because it pushes and pulls. It's very organic. And I think you get that by allowing yourself to not obsess about the details. I mean, you obsess about the important things, but you let the other things mix in. That's what makes it so good. It's the same with the silver. I wanted to do some rock and roll. Let's throw some mics on some amps and let's record some music. Right? And I think what you tend to get is, I think you get a raw emotion out of it.
Yeah.
And it's not better or worse. It's just a different thing. You know, so being able to go in and just lay down tracks and just get it done is extremely refreshing.
Good.
And then having, you know, and then, you know, like a few weeks worth of recording, and then you have something that's really legible to listen to, you know, and not worried about, okay, we're gonna go back, you know, months from now and do another vocal line in the same song. It's just 30 vocals. There'll always be that need for that push into the world, or else kind of, you know, why do you do it? I definitely don't do music for myself. I mean, I do it because, I do it for myself, but I do it because I think I have something to say. And then all of a sudden, you know, someone saying, oh man, that was so awesome, thank you, working, you know, we downloaded it or whatever. I had one guy from Florida wrote me and he goes, yeah, you know, 4 AM, that was such an awesome album. He's like, I was going through such a hard time in my life, and I found the CD, and I ordered it and I bought it, and it really made a difference in my life. I was like, holy sh... You know, I was like, really? I mean, I'm like, wow. I mean, that just blew my mind. Or there's a woman from LA, we were playing a show in town here at the Double Door, and she was like, I had to talk to you. I had to come up and talk to you. And I said, oh, yeah. She goes, well, you know, I saw you guys were playing, and I had to come down. And I was like, well, you know, we're playing in town. You know, cool. She goes, no, I'm in business from LA. And she goes, you know, I have a meeting tomorrow morning, but I couldn't believe I was in Chicago, where you guys are from, and you're playing, and I had to come out and see it. Wow. That was cool. Those are the cool little things that's what it's about. And at that point, it doesn't matter how many units you sell, because you're on that level. You're playing at that level. You know, you're at a level where someone hears what you've done, and they're moved by it, and that's what's important. That's the most important thing. Yeah. It's like you don't have to be U2. You don't have to be these, you know, musicians that are on Saturday Night Live or Conan or whatever, Letterman. There are all sorts of levels in between that. You know, maybe you're a musician that puts out music and you still work a day job. That's cool. Maybe you don't. Maybe you fly around in a jet. You know, with a private jet going to stadium shows. I mean, it's all in what you value. You know, so being able to be on a label where it's like, let's just play some music, see where it goes, and you know, let's not think about it too much. Maybe you will be the guy in the jet playing stadiums one day. Maybe not. You've seen the pitfalls. You know, I've been signed, I've been dropped before. You know, been close to a couple major label deals with Silver Atlas. There's a lot of excitement involved in that. A lot of excitement. And it's a fun roller coaster ride. You know, it can be very, not daunting, it can be very discouraging. Or it can be a really fun ride. And I choose to look at it as being just a hell of a ride, you know. And that's life. At the end of the day, your life is up to how you make it, what you put into it, how much you're willing to give. That's key to your success, no matter what you're doing. You know, and it's fun to do it when it's something fun to do. You know, so and I support the other bands on my label and hang out and do what I can. You know, and if you know everyone is like on the label is like that, and it just makes it a stronger environment. So. Success is like one of those things that, you know, success with the label, success with the bands is, I guess it's a relative thing, but it'll be fun to watch things organically go where they go. I guess success is being as happy as you can doing what you're doing. It's not to me, it's not a monetary thing. You know, I can't say it's, you know, living in a penthouse apartment with millions of dollars. To me, that's not necessarily success. Success is being happy, waking up in the morning, going, yeah, I'm glad to be alive. That's success to me.
There we were standing, days don't seem so far. Smiles turn into scars. Once we were living, now we're beginning, like the wheels of a fast train. Sails on a Scottish coast. You're the one I love the most. Now we're beginning, and we're beginning. You know that I won't stand here just to bleed. Tell you that I'm off my knees. I won't stand here for your pride. Do you know that my heart is filled with stone? I don't know. That my heart is filled with stone. I don't know. Do you know that I won't stand here just to bleed? Tell you that I'm off my knees. I won't stand and feed your pride.